Hi guys, today we look at the scholarship. We all know that MBA education is becoming very expensive, but there are a lot of options available for scholarships, and I think your college, ma'am, is doing one of the best thing to do is they are giving scholarship on various things. So I'll start the first thing. First is the merit-based scholarship, which very few colleges are doing in India. Abroad it's quite common.
Yeah.
That if you're an exceptionally good student, you get a scholarship.
Correct.
So what kind of a scholarship we have for the merit students?
Let me rather brief you how scholarship program at Flame works. As you rightly said, the first option is merit scholarship. So when it comes to merit scholarship, we look at again, from the admission standpoint and further from a scholarship standpoint, we look at the application holistically. That's the first primary consideration, wherein we consider all the scores coming in from your past achievements, past academic achievements, whether you have how well articulated your essay in the selection process, your SOP in the application process, all this interview interaction, all this have some or the other, looking at all this cumulatively, we look at some applications for the merit-based scholarships coming in.
So it's not just limited to CAT score.
No, it's not like CAT, but let me add here that for the CAT and CET, students with 90% and above, we look those candidates for a full merit-based scholarship. Full tuition fee scholarship on a merit. Okay. But of course, those applications are then looked at a senior level as a second level filtering. But the primary condition is that CAT and CET 90%, and then we look at the communication and another couple of things for them. But generally, I have seen such students getting full tuition fee. And once it is awarded, that's a very good point here in Flame, that once it is awarded, then it remains with you for the entire 2 years. Okay. Of course, there is a condition attached to it that student has to have 7 CGPA in their once they join the Flame University. See, because merit, you are talking about a merit scholarship, so we want that merit to be continued and students should be working towards it, and that's the reason this condition. And then students are supposed to be working for say 12 hours a week. With maybe various options are given to the students as a part of their scholarship assignment, that these two conditions, if they really maintain, that scholarship which is given to you at the time of admission remains with you for the entire 2-year program.
Fine.
Working with either faculty members as research assistants.
Wow, that's international standard.
So basically we want to give them experience outside the class also.
Very nice.
That's how it works. Idea is not to make them work.
Correct.
Idea is to give them a little more exposure so that there is a learning outside the classroom also. So for example, some students are attached with placement office. Some students are attached with say admissions and financial aid office, or maybe some other departments like somebody who's managing the events. These scholarship students help them, or really do some research. I have seen our faculty members putting the research, and then as a co-author our students have been, their names have been put as a co-author if the students have really done enough work with them. So that's how the merit scholarships works in Flame.
So number 2, I want to take to the opposite end of the thing, that in a lot of IIMs they're doing that. So if your family background is low, if your family income is low, so another background, then there is scholarship based, so you get a fee, it's waiver of 50%, 30%.
Yes.
So do you have a similar kind of thing as well?
Yes. So we call it as a financial need based scholarship program. So wherein of course, for the student need to let us know that what exactly that they need this kind of a support. The process starts when they are selected in Flame. So if somebody is selected, very deserving candidate, but really can't afford that kind of an education and feels that need a little support, surely they can reach out to us. Only the requirement is that in that case we call for certain documents from the students. It could be
the family income
ITR, it could be income tax returns, or it could be bank statements. So we have a couple of 3-4 set of documents which we call for either of their parents or all the earning members in the family. Why is just to check that we are giving it to the right set of students. Again, those documents in conjunction with your application is seen whether the student can really strive here, and if he's really good, he or she is really good, and with a little support if they can, this is how it is looked at, and we've been supporting students largely. Yes.
Right. So guys, even if you've joined any college, you should talk to the admin staff.
Yes.
You should ask them if they can have a scholarship available.
Yeah.
And you can achieve that, because I know students who have done that. And
yes.
Joining time they're not aware of that, but once they join the college,
yes.
they got these opportunities.
Yes. Especially need based. Like for example, today you have taken the admission and say you have joined the program, but something goes wrong in a family, because these days it's so uncertain. that like in the middle of the session you think that now it's a time for you to go and ask for that help. At least in Flame we have been very, very cooperative with such student in case they have lost parents. Like for example, in case of COVID, that time we supported such students who lost either of the parent fully. In case something like that happens wherein they really need a support, those conditions can be looked at, those cases can be looked at in the middle of the session also.
Great. One more type of scholarship which a lot of colleges are offering is for the outstanding student, like outstanding in terms of sports, in terms of extracurriculars. So we have that kind of a thing as well? Sure.
So when it comes to sports kind of an activity, we also look at your credentials at the time of admission itself. Like we have mentioned those criteria on our website as well, and in case you think that you have something at a state or a national level, just not a participation but some rank holder if you are, we call for those documents from you, of course, supporting documents. We have a sports office which is headed by the, the person who's heading is a doctorate in physical education. So imagine that office generally endorses all such documents, and then again application is looked at whether we can give something for the sports credentials. Think of that you have missed out on all of this, so, and then you come to Flame.
In sport, they have to be a winner or they have to be participant will do?
They have to be, rank holder, like first, second or third position at a state or national level. Then we can consider them for. So there are various types. See, like any association sometimes host a tournament or something like that. So what we do is that we endorse that certificate from our sports office and then come back to the student in case any additional information is needed, and then we look at the application. That's how we work. In case you have missed out on all this and then you join the program but you really perform well in your first year of studies, and come in say top 5 in the class, top 5% in the class, and you have a CGPA which is stated for that academic year, which is say 8.5 right now, then we consider you for some partial tuition fee scholarship in your second year.
Wow, nice.
So that is something which I want to really mention it to the student, that guys, it's okay if you missed it in first year at the time of admission for some reason, you still have a chance and you perform well, you come here and you can still.
Plus this will be very motivating for the students as well.
Absolutely.
And your fees your fees is not that high.
It's not that high compared to
other colleges.
I won't say compared to other colleges, but if you at all you want to compare, then compare apple to apple. Then what all we have to offer it to you, in what kind of spaces we have to offer it to you, and then accordingly fees, if you compare, I'm sure you will find it reasonable.
Right. So guys, please check out, wherever you are applying, please check out the rules of the scholarships. Yes. If you can get a scholarship, even if it's a 20% waiver, it's a huge amount of money.
Yes. So we have different slabs for looking at the students. To a level, we have given full tuition fee merit-based scholarship as well, as I said in the beginning, like maybe to the CAT or ZAT 90% and above kind of application. So there are various slabs. It could be 25-30%, it could be 35%, likewise.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And
nice
I was not feeling like that I'm sitting on the other side of the table. Like you are coming in our side and talking to us in a very informal way.
No, it's like you get a platform and you try and communicate as much as you have it for the students. So it's really works for them.
Do that. I'm the admissions head. I can't talk informally.
No. My job is to make sure that what all good things I have to offer it to them, so that they take benefit of it and then come well prepared. So that it's a win-win for everybody, right?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.